So if you guys want now to build a super fast iron golem farm like the one I have right here that gives you tons of iron, and it also doubles as a villager trading hall, and this will also get around 400 iron per hour. Make sure you guys stay tuned to the very end of the video to see how we build up this very simple iron farm. So hello there everyone and welcome back to another video, and as you guys could tell by that quick little intro right there, in today's video we're going to be building ourselves up an AFK iron farm slash villager trading hall. So yeah, we have all of our little villager guys up here, that way we can sit here and trade with all of them and whatnot. We have our beds in the middle, so that way that is considered the middle of the village. And then we have our two water platforms, which both drop down into this lava right here. And as you can see, an iron golem is actually being killed as we speak. So yeah, this farm is very fast. And for the rates of this farm will get you around 400 iron for every hour that you AFK here. Without further ado, let's get straight into the tutorial. So the first thing you want to do is, well, get yourself some building blocks. I'm using smooth stone. You can use any block that is considered a solid block that you want. Any of them will work. And you can build this on the ground if you want to. Just come like 2 or 3 blocks high above the ground. Or you can build it up in the sky. Now the sky will have slightly faster rates because no other mobs are taking up the mob cap and the iron golems can spawn faster. Yeah, in the sky I went about Y150. This will improve the rates just by a little bit. Or you can build it on the ground, that works just as well. But for right now, I'm going to be building it up in the sky because then it's also easier for you guys to see. And so we're just going to come up here, we're going to build the little tiny hole where the iron golems are going to drop down. So we're just going to build out 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks and go ahead and turn this 3 and 4, and we're just gonna make ourselves a little 2x2 square hole in the middle, just like this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to extend out 7 blocks on each and every side. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 7 here, 7 there, and 7 there. So it's going to look something just like this. And then what we're going to do is connect these up and to make one giant square. As you guys know, if you watched my tutorial videos ever before, we do this quite often when making ourselves our giant platform. So yeah, connect them together and then fill in all of those squares. And so then after you have yourself your nice big square that's going to look something like this, what we're going to do is we're going to come out just 1 block over the edge and build ourselves a nice little 1 block high wall around the edge of this. And alright, so after we have ourselves our 1 block high wall, it's going to look something like this. Then what we're going to do is we're going to extend out 4 blocks on this half of the farm. So as you can see, this corner right here, I went up by 4 blocks. On this corner right here, it gets both 4 blocks. And on this corner right here, it gets 4 blocks. And we're not doing anything at all with that side. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to fill this all in. Because this is where all of our villagers are going to be going. And this is where we're going to be standing. So that way we can trade with all of our villagers. So our grid is going to look something just like this. Then what we're going to do is grab ourselves our half slabs. And starting right here and going around just this other edge that we didn't fill in the blocks, we're just going to go ahead and throw down a whole bunch of half slabs. Then what we're going to do is grab our blocks once again, and on this side right here where we did not place the half slabs, we're just going to go ahead and build ourselves up a nice little 2 block high wall around this whole entire edge, just right here. Then what we're going to do is grab our blocks once again, and starting from this edge right here, we're going to place down 1 block, skip a block, and just do this because as you guys can probably guess, this is where all of our villagers are going to be sitting at. Just go and place 1 right here. We do not need anything there besides that. So we're just going to go ahead and build this up, and then obviously we're going to build this up to be 2 blocks high all the way around on every one of these little posts that we just built. And then what we're going to do, we can come to the center of the farm right here, and on one of these edges just build up 1, 2, 3 blocks, and all we are going to do is just trace this hole down the center because this is where we're going to be building ourselves our second platform. So just make sure it is perfect trace like that. Then we're going to destroy those 2 blocks right there. Then what we can do is we can go and build out this edge all just by 1 block. So we're just going to extend out 1 block around this square and make ourselves a super extra thick square. And then all we're going to do is every single one of these edges, I don't know how to explain it, just really watch. We're going to build up 2 blocks, so it's going to look something like this. 2 blocks there, 2 blocks here, and then 2 blocks here. So it's going to almost look kind of like a target, I guess you could say. Then what we need to do is grab ourselves our beds, and we need to place in 20 of these beds. So we're just going to come right here, obviously place in our beds all throughout here, all over here on this side, and this will equal up to be 12 beds right there. Then we can place in just 1, 2, 3 right here. 1, 2, 3 right here, and we can place our 2 on the edges just like so, and that will give us 20 beds. And then what we can do is destroy all these blocks down here because these were just temporary blocks that we did not need, so go ahead and destroy all those right now. And then now all we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just trace this outline of where that hole is at, just right up here, just 1 block above the beds, just like this. We're just going to go ahead and build this. It's going to look something just like that. And then we're going to extend out 7 blocks in every direction, just like that other platform. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You should have exactly 1 block to the edge, just like that. Perfect. So just go ahead and do this whole way around. And then once we have every one of these, what we're going to do is we're just going to connect these all together, again, to make ourselves another giant square. And once we have our second platform built up like that, all we're going to do is do the same thing that we did down there. Just come to the edge, going to build ourselves a nice little 1 block edge going around the whole top platform, just like so. Then as you can probably guess, what we're going to do is throw ourselves a whole bunch of half slabs on the top of that as well. Then what we're going to do is place in all of our water. So what we're going to do is build these little things in the corner. We're going to build just 1 block, 2 blocks, 1, 2, 3 blocks. I'm going to build this in each and every single one of these corners, just 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3 on this level and on the level above us, just 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, just like so. I'll do it one more time, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. Then to place in our water buckets, and so for this we're just going to place 1 water bucket right there on the edge. None are going to go on there, and then we're just going to place a whole bunch just going along this whole edge right here. And then again, just 1 in that corner, and then a whole bunch on the edge. So we're going to repeat this for this layer and the layer above us. And alright, so our 2 water platforms should look something just like this. None of the water should flow into and over the middle. If it is, then you made it wrong. What we're going to do is come down to this middle hole right here. We're going to make ourselves our little kill chamber for the golems. We're going to just build down 1, 2, 3 blocks. You don't have to use glass, but I am, just because that way you can see the golems. And it's a lot more fun doing that. So just build down 3 blocks all throughout here. And what we can do is place our chest right around here, just like so. We can come up here to the middle, place down our buttons on this little second layer. So just right here, just 1, 2, 3, 4 buttons, just like that. Place ourselves just 1 lava bucket above it, and this will flow, and none of it should fall down because of our buttons will be stopping it, just like so. Then what we can do is grab ourselves our hoppers and place in our hoppers 1, 2, 3, and 4, all going to the chest like that. And then what we need to do is grab ourselves campfires. And the reason why we have campfires is because this way that will make sure that all of the cats die. So we're just going to place a campfire on each and every one of these, which will kill the cats. And then all the items can still be dropped through into this chest right here. And so for the next step, we're going to need to get ourselves all of our villagers up here in these little containers, as you guys can see. We're just going to build some glass just like this, because we're going to be dropping them in that glass little hole right there. Make sure you do not have yourself any green coats, because all of these guys need to be assigned to a job. As you see, he'll get assigned to a bed. And we can throw this down and make sure that he gets assigned to that workstation. So I'll give him just a minute. There he goes. And then what we need to do is we actually need to place a water bucket in there, so that way he's hopping on the water. And so you can also go and place your glass above him before you do that, so that way it's not impossible to do that. So if you just sit here and you look, make sure you outline that bottom block, place water, and then do that. And the reason why we need water is because when they are in water, they will not disconnect from their jobs. And this farm only works if all of the villagers have an occupation. And so yeah, this is also where the trading comes in, because then you can break this and replace it with a trapdoor or something and sit here and you can trade with them and whatnot. And now you can use things like lecterns to trade with them, but keep in mind, if they are a librarian or a fisherman, when it rains outside, this farm will not work, since they don't work while it rains. So yeah, the iron farm will completely stop when it rains, and it will resume when it's done raining if you use things like lecterns. But I'm just going to be using fletching tables. But like I said, you can use it. It's just when it's going to rain, the farm is going to stop working. That's up to you if you value that or not. And so yeah, just make sure all the villagers are assigned to their own little containers. So again, I'm just going to do the same thing right here. We're going to get ourselves a villager in here. And then we're going to place down this table and make sure that he gets assigned to this exact table and no one else's. Perfect. And then we're going to place ourselves our water bucket in here. If you need to know how to get a whole bunch of villagers, I have a villager breeder tutorial on my channel that you can watch. That's really simple and easy to make if you don't have any villagers or villagers nearby. But yeah, I'm going to do this for each and every one of their positions, and I'll be back with you guys once you complete that step. And then, oh yeah, make sure you guys do this all like one at a time. If you place in all the villagers and then all your tables, they'll get messed up, or you place in all the tables, then all the villagers, it will get messed up. Make sure you bring in just 1 villager, place down just 1 table, make sure he gets synced to that table, and then place in your water bucket. Alright, so there is all of my villagers all placed in their little chambers. They are all assigned to the right job, the right workstation. They are all in water. Now for you guys, as you can see, it's already working. For you guys, I recommend getting them up here using either boats or mine carts or something like that to make it simple. And what you can do now, you can just trade these glass blocks if you want to trade with them, or you can just use a trapdoor, flip it up, do whatever you want, or just leave them open. It doesn't really matter, just giving you guys options. But now what we have to do is just one more tiny thing. Grab ourselves our half slabs, and we have to place half slabs along this whole back right here. So this whole entire back row of blocks needs to all be covered in ourselves some half slabs. This is just to make sure that no golems or anything can spawn. Then you have to cover this whole row in half slabs. So that block right there on top of that glass and that block right there. So just follow this along and place this all in some half slabs. And now what we can do is we can either grab more half slabs and cover this whole platform in half slabs if you want to do that. Or if you want to, you can just throw down some torches. This is just to make sure that no mobs or anything bad like that can spawn up here. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw down a whole bunch of torches along this edge, so it's all lit up and nice. But like I said, you can use half slabs if you want as well. But yeah, as you can see, these guys are coming in quite fast. There's already another one within just a couple of seconds. seconds. We already have 15 plus whatever this guy gives us in just around about a minute or two. And then there's a second one. As you guys can see, this is a very fast iron farm, which also doubles as a villager trading hall. So pretty cool. And then also you get tons of stream because it kills all of the cats and whatnot that are in there. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys found it helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment. Of course, if you have any questions, I'll be down in the comment section down below. But like I always say, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.